Hello everybody, look, it looks magical behind me. It looks like light beams coming down. Welcome to my channel. Another installment. This is Saturday, and so I'm going to, Saturdays I usually work on my own personal projects. So today we are going to very simply turn these ugly fender. Oh, I got a new project. Let's just take a little look. Let me show you what we got going on. Oh, look at that. Beams of light. We've got this 79 1000 cc iron head that is gonna go in that right there. New project. Look at that beam of light. It's a good day. The story on this motorcycle is about 9 years ago. My buddy rode it in my shop and we chopped the back and roughed it in, and he bought a Dyna. And he never rode it again. So it truly is a basket case. It came in a tubs. What I've done already is I've kind of mocked it up a little bit. I did drill the rotors, front and back, both of them. This is going to be a simple no frills build. Most of the hard work's done. The old iron head I know runs. So what we're going to do today is I'm not going to run a fender. So we are going to take off the lugs. These guys and that ugly thing. And basically you disassemble your front forks. Before you loosen the top cap, where's my hand? Before you loosen the top cap, you want to keep it tightened in the triple trees with the side set screws. Loosen that. It's under spring pressure. It's probably going to pop out a little bit unless your springs are wore out like mine are. And so the spring comes out, dump the oil, pump this a couple times, back and forth. More oil will squirt out. You tippy tap the chrome cover off. Then the rubber seal comes off. Then you have a ring down in there that you want to reach in there with a little screwdriver. Pop that out, and on the bottom there's a Allen screw. You want to unscrew that, go ahead, take your bottom bleed screw out, and then you just dunk, it comes out. Now inside the tube here you have your dampener rod that goes down in here. There's tons of videos on YouTube about taking apart forks and putting them back together and putting seals in there. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but basically you get it apart, you got to get that out of there. And you go in here. Oh, I got something to show you that's really cool. Wow. We got air conditioning and the beams of light. Showers of light. So what we got going on is we're on the south bend, and I had to make you have to make a little small, I'll show you. You have to make a small plug that goes in the back. This locates on where the Allen screw goes. And so basically one end of it is the center. This fits in there real nice. Like that. You got clearance on the edges. It's not hitting nothing. You want it to bottom out. I'd give it a double tighten on this one, because I'm going to be using a lot of force going that way. Tighten it. And tighten a lot. Okay, I've got a little, I'm ID chucking, but I've got a little shim stock in there, and I like the Sprite variety. Sometimes it's PBR, but they're not in the shop. Today was Sprite, so there's a piece of Sprite rolled up in there, and it's pretty simple. I'm gonna set you up right here, and I'll just do one. It's fine. She's good. Go. So what I've got is I've got a WNMG, but it is in the left position, going from left to right, not the other way. That's why you need this really tight. You don't want to push that center out, or that thing starts going that way. So And I've got feed. I can just enable the feed. Tink, 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 tink. I don't even think we're touching. There we're touching. So I'm going to set this camera up and do a couple passes in that old hyperlapse. Maybe we'll just whittle this thing down. You do not want to go or have your handle hit that thing. No go area right here. You're only on that. I probably will use some blue dicom and dicom this part up down through here so I can really see the shadow lines when I'm starting to remove that reflector area. It's only going to run as true as it's going to run. You can beat this in and try to get it as perfect as you can, but really I'll end up sanding that area from here all the way to here, and then probably buff them out from there. But you can see right there, that is not running true because it's a casting. We've done our best to find the center. We're running real true there, but it's hard to get a whole fork running totally true. But let me set you up right here, if I can get it. I'll apologize again for my video editing and stuff. Hey, don't fall down. RJ's at Mom's. I get him on Wednesday for the 4th of July. We're gonna go see Grandpa, ride dirt bikes and stuff. All right, here we go. I'm going in about 25. The little old lathe doesn't like more than about 25. And I'm feeding at 15 per rev. Cool. Back, another 25. And you have to plan ahead because this little part's going to be swinging. Once I get another inch in, you need an inch with a clearance right there also. Don't try to take that all at once. About 25. Otherwise you'll push it out of the chuck that way. Just go and take your full cut. I'm gonna go a little hyperlapse here. I'll see you in a minute. As you can see, we're whittling it down. Right about now, I'm going to put some of that the blue dicom on there. You can see we're already through the bolt heads. I'm going to put just a little bit of blue dicom around this boss, and it's going to show me be like a little tail. I'll be able to see when I'm getting into the fork itself rather than the boss. If that makes sense. It will here in a minute. You'll see this. You just don't want any of this blue dicom to come off over here. You want it to come off over here with the polish, with this right here is the spot. Right there on that boss. You'll be turning down to that. So you can see we're getting some done there. It's coming off. I'll show you real speed. Here we go. I'm just going about 20 thousandths, engaging the feed, and letting it do its little thing there. I am cognizant of that right there. That's spinning around. It's getting close to my cross slide, compound cross slide. When I go down to that other portion, this might be in the way, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. 20 more. Back to the B-roll. As you can see, we're getting pretty close. It's cutting most of it off. At this point, what I do is right there next to where the blend's gonna be, I'll usually indicate it the best I can get. Usually you're only going to get that between 10 or 15. I mean, I'm moving 40 at least. So I'll try to beat that in right there tight for these last couple passes. And if I feel it, I'm cutting on this side and I'm cutting on this side. You're not going to cut these little letters out. They'll still show, but they're on the inside. You won't see them. So I'm going to continue on here. I thought a couple of those chips flying off that slow-mo were pretty cool, but I'll get a little bit more done. And what you do is you just get it close. You get it close, and then you do some sand and do some buff and some blending, and call it good. I'm going to continue on here, and I'll catch back with you here in a little bit. By the way, thanks for liking and subscribing and following my goofy little channel. This is for my boy. I love you, RJ. Can't wait for 4th of July. I'm really building this chopper so we can do the Toys for Tots this year. He's never been on, well, you know, if you know me and follow me, you know I love the Buells. They just don't love me back. So we're going to go a little slower, a little hardtail. Toys for Tots ride. Should be cool. Should be able to get that done. Not a big deal. Along with the program. We'll move on here. This is the last pass. This is about where I'll stop at. I touched off over here on this side. I don't want to have sand so much, but I'll show you here in just a second. As soon as this cut's done, this is about where I want to be. You got to excuse the noise of the old lathe. It's a 1942 model. Right about here, right about now. Just start pulling out. Did you see how close that is right there? This is what I was talking about earlier. Right there. That, got to watch out for that. The way around that would be spin the compound cross slide to a 90. But if you can see here, we have, to get you in closer, we've gotten so close that we're starting to get on the numbers. Our big old ugly reflector pad is gone, and if I were guessing, there's probably about, I don't know, 10 thousandths there to go. But I'm hitting over here. Can't go anymore. So at this point, I'm going to break out the sandpaper and go to town on this, and it's going to look joyous. I want to say thanks to everybody. Kind of fun thing to do when I don't got the boy here at the shop. The Maury's running good. This lathe, this Maury's running great. Not much more shop update than that. I'll get this polished up. I'll shoot some pictures of it, but it's really not hard to do. If you're in Tulsa and need this done to your bike, this is about 200 bucks. Send it on. I don't do the powder coating afterwards. If you want it polished, you gotta send that out. All I'm gonna do is rough remove it and say down to 220. But this is my own personal project. Like I said, I come in on Saturdays and try to get something for myself done. And this is what I'm doing today, is rebuilding those forks and taking those ugly perches off. They're so ugly. Stand right here, it feels so good. Like, follow, subscribe. Appreciate you looking at my videos and my goofy madness here at the shop. There will be more updates on this little chopper build, and hopefully we'll get some video of us at the Toys for Tots. But for now, thanks, appreciate it. Peace out. That's how you do it. All right, here it is when it's polished out, not polished out, I'd say sanded out. This is the little part that you got to make to go into the end of it. They're all different. All you got to do is measure the diameters. You can make your own. Put a little center drill in the end. Easy to do. Ugly, not so ugly. Now I'll get buffing on this and get this finished out. Thanks for liking, following, subscribing. This is easy to do. Just find someone at a lathe. Until next time.